So I figured I would show you guys some of the cool things that I got in the mail today. Please ignore this mess. These are all my foreign coins. I decided to take them out of this canvas bag and put them in coin flips, and then I'm going to put them in these coin binders here, or these binders with the coin pages. I figured it would be kind of cool to organize them by country and then attempt to get a coin from every country in existence today. I think that would be really cool. There's a couple other YouTubers that have actively worked and achieved that goal. One of them that I watch on a pretty regular basis is John Hartley. If you guys haven't seen his channel, go check it out. He's got some really good coins, really good eye. Since I'm doing shout outs real quick, a guy that's been watching my videos from the very get-go and has some really great content, I haven't watched all of his videos. I've been slowly knocking them out. Every time I get on YouTube and am looking for coin videos, I always go to his channel and watch a few. I only have a few left, but Silver Surfer, he's got some really good videos. He's been a supporter, watching my videos and commenting on them for as far as I can remember. So I really appreciate that, and genuinely, he's got some really good content. So John Hartley, Silver Surfer, Cole Silver is a really good one, Dr. G. There's so many good channels, Salivate Metal. There's so many good YouTubers that produce some great content. I wish I could be how do I say this? I wish I could be a fraction of what they are in terms of the quality of their videos. They do a fantastic job, entertaining, interesting content. But anyway, these foreign coins, you can pick these up really cheap on eBay. You can buy 1,000 of them for $20. I actually found all of these, believe it or not, with the exception of the Ike dollars. I found all of these at a garage sale, and I paid probably $40 for all of them, and I got well over 1,000. And I found some silver coins, and that is the cool thing. You can find some silver coins that are mixed into these foreign lots. Usually nothing really significant. Usually they're small coins, but there's just not a whole lot of value in collecting modern day or semi-modern, foreign coins. They do have, it's more of an enjoyable thing. You can buy these things so cheap. It's a fun thing to do, and you can see some really cool designs like this. I really like this coin. I really like the designs. That floral design there, I actually looked this up in a proof version because I thought it would be really cool. I found a proof for $8. I might buy it. I don't know if I will pull the trigger. It's in my eBay cart, but we'll see. The back is nice, but I really like the front. I think the front is a lot cooler than the back for sure. I just, something about that floral design is pretty neat. And then I really like the Mexican coins. I've always loved the design on most of them with that eagle with the snake. And you can see that it's on a cactus there. It's perched on a cactus. Their coins are really, this has some really nice toning on it too. It's not silver, but it just has some neat toning, and it's very lustrous. It has a lot of luster. I can't say that word either. But their coins are really thick. You can see probably this coin, see how thick that is? It's popping out of the flip here. And then I found this coin, which, no, this isn't it. This is it. This is really cool. You can see here that the front of that coin, I'm not sure if this is from Spain. I'm pretty sure it's not from Mexico. I think this might be from Spain or Peru or some South American country. This is almost the same design that's on top of or on a pillar dollar with the crown and the shield there. So I got to look this up and see where this is from. If I had to take a guess right now, I'd say Spain. If you guys collect the new quarters that are out this year, then you might recognize that shield, portions of it, because it's pretty much the same exact design on one of those new quarters that came out. What are some other cool coins? You've got coins that have different shapes. You got a couple of those actually. This one's from Belize. You have coins that are real big. Like I said, here's another Mexican coin. Really big, this big copper coin. And usually when you find these foreign lots, again, you get coins from the 50s, you get coins from from really all time periods. I mean, you can even find some coins from the early 1900s, but they don't have a whole lot of value. The coins that have a whole lot of value have already been, you know, picked up and picked out of those lots, and it's kind of a neat coin. I like this one from Argentina. I think that's kind of cool. 10 pesos, 1963. But there's just a lot of different coins. This is a really cool, again, Mexican coin. You've got Maya, the Mayan calendar. So it's Mayan. Kind of stylized design here, but this is a really neat kind of project, a fun project, a cheap project, something to keep you kind of entertained. I enjoy, actually, it's kind of calming to sit here and put all these coins and flips and just think. So there's another one of those. Very nice example. It's kind of nice just to put these coins in flips and then staple them and rinse and repeat. It's just kind of a nice, allows you to think a little bit, especially if you're, this is from, where is this from? I think this is from Portugal, maybe, or maybe that's the one from Spain. But there's just so many of them, and like I said, it's a cool project. I found this one. I gotta find out where this is from. I can't read Arabic. I don't have a clue. But it has some damage, and it's pretty worn. It's not silver, but I do like the bust on that. I think that's a really cool bust. I can't even tell you what date that coin is from. And then this is pretty cool. I'll have to make another video about this, but I actually have some coins that I got in Cuba, along with some cigars and a bottle of wine, or not wine, whiskey, and wood car. I'll make a video about that, but I got several coins when the airlines were flying to Cuba. And then, yeah, just a lot of really cool foreign coins. So I think this will be a fun little project to put together. I've also found in this pile, there's a lot of coins that I have found that I didn't realize that I had. I'd never seen them before, I guess. I have all these telephone tokens, and I don't know much about them. They have a telephone on one side, and they say telephone Nico, and they're all numbered. And then there were a couple other tokens in here, and like I got this New York Transit Authority token, and then I got a bunch of, grab them all here, just got a bunch of casino chips that came with this lot, and they're all in really bad condition. So, but I think this will be pretty cool. Once I have it all done, I'll make a video and show you guys what it looks like. But if you're looking for something kind of cheap and relaxing and entertaining to do, get into a foreign coin collection. It's cheap. Number one, it's affordable for the masses, and you don't need a lot of money to buy a $20 bag of foreign coins and a package of flips and a binder and some coin pages like that. So I think this is going to be a really cool project. But let's move over here and I'll show you what I got today. So my grandpa was a loan officer at a bank, and well, he started as a loan officer and he worked his way up, and he became the vice president of that department and was there for years before he retired. And he was born in 1940, and I think his birthday's coming up, and if that's not coming up, it will be soon. And so I figured what would be really cool is if I put together a date set of coins. So I went online and I ordered from eBay several 1940. He was born in 1940. I ordered the penny, the nickel, and the dime, and I need the $50. And I'm going to order a Capital Plastics holder and come up with a really nice BU 1940 date set. I think he'll think that's cool. He's not a coin collector or anything. He's got some coins, like some steel cents and the 50 state quarter collection he did for all his grandchildren, sitting in a safe. So he's got stuff like that, but he's not like a big coin collector. He likes cars and bourbon, lots of bourbon. But he's got a really nice bar. But I tell you, this is going to be a really cool project. I ordered this. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not as lustrous as I thought it would be, but I also didn't pay very much for it. It's a 1940 Jefferson nickel, and attached with a little bit of whatever that is, fuzz or, but what is that? I guess it's some fuzz. But a really, really nice Jefferson nickel, and you know, this is a cool project to put together too. I think you'll really get a lot of enjoyment out of that. I wish this was a little bit more lustrous, because I have some, in fact, I think I have them right here in this binder, which is heavier than hell. But I have a bunch of 1957 Jefferson nickels, and look how nice and shiny they are. They did come from an original bank wrap roll that I opened, but these are all 1957Ds. So I've got rolls and rolls of them. If you guys need that for your collections, leave a comment below and I'll send you one. But anyway, so this is nice. I just wish it was a little bit shinier. I might look for a better one. I'm not sure. It just depends. I'm gonna look actually tonight for some better nickels from 1940. And then I bought this mercury dime, and I'm kind of disappointed. It came poorly packaged. The flip is all sorts of dirty there. And I paid $8. This was sold to me on eBay as a 1940 mercury dime that was in BU condition. Am I mistaken, or does this look cleaned? Can you see those lines there? They are vertical, and they're just going up and down. They don't look like contact marks or anything, or, you know, coins were up. You know, it doesn't look like, just doesn't look normal. It looks like the coin has been cleaned. And look at her face. You really can't see much detail there. For a BU coin, I guess you would expect to see a lot more detail. And I really think all those scratches there, those are where it was cleaned at one point in time. And I'm really disappointed with the seller because they sold this to me as being BU. And yes, it does have luster, but it looks cleaned. It could have been whizzed. This side also has all of those marks. You guys, I have BU and at mint state mercury dimes that are graded, as well as BU ungraded mercury dimes, and this is not what they look like. So I'm really disappointed in this. This side looks a lot better than this side, so I'm definitely going to find a better example of this. This isn't, I mean, look, you can't make out any detail unless you turn it to the side and the light hits it. I mean, look at that. Look at her cheek. You can see right there, just look how there's, looks like those, it looks like it's been dipped or something. I mean, can you see her cheek there? It just looks like it's rough. The surface is rough. So yeah, this was not BU. I'm really disappointed with this seller. I'll post the seller's information in the comments below. If, you know, maybe I won't. It just depends. If I feel like doing it, I'll post the seller's information in the comments below. I'm not trying to be, you know, a jerk to this guy. Maybe he didn't know it was cleaned. But $8, I guess that's what you get when you spend $8 and you think you're gonna get like a gym quality coin, right? So the other stuff I got is more for me. So I bought a roll of these Jefferson War nickels, and they're 35% silver. And here, I'll open it up and I'll put it in my little mason jar of silver. Gosh, that thing's getting heavy. And you guys can see I have a little bit of everything in here. And I usually order like 2 of these a month. And the reason why, this is actually a full ounce of silver for almost spot price. Or the premium's really low, depending on where you buy them and when you buy them. But it's a really good, it's over an ounce of silver, and the premium is really low. And the only bad thing about it is because these are 35% silver, if silver ever shoots to the moon and you decide you want to sell these, to a smelter or a refiner or a coin shop, they're going to give you less because it is only 35% silver. So instead of maybe 90% of the value for these at whatever the spot price is, they're going to give you maybe 65% or 75%. They'll give you more for the 90%. So just be aware, but it is a cheap way to acquire some silver, and it's a pretty cool way. You got, again, some numismatic value to these as well. They are, all of them I've ever gotten though from AtMex are all in pretty rough condition. I've never gotten like a real nice one, and doesn't surprise me, right? But I'll probably pick up like some 90% Roosevelt dimes or something other than this, because I haven't added to this mason jar in a long time. Maybe get a couple more dollars. I actually have a lot of dollar coins in here as well, so I throw that in there. So there's another ounce to the stack. The other day I actually got, and I'm definitely going to be picking up one of these again soon, I bought another Silvertone bar, which I love these things. They just feel meaty in the hands, and so I bought another one, so now I've got two, and probably will get another one since silver shot up today and then it went down. I watched a video today that from a economist, and who said that they feel like 2020 is going to be the year of financial slowdown, possibly recession, and they don't envision 2019 as being the year that that's going to occur. And it seems like that's a consensus among many people that work in the finance industry. They're not, nobody can ever give you any kind of guarantees, but with that being said, I anticipate silver to be pretty low in price, about what we are seeing now, the $14 to $15 range, for at least the rest of the year. So I'm stoked about that, and I'm definitely going to be picking up as much silver as I can over the next year. My goal is, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I'd like to have, I'm still fairly young, and I'd like to have 25% of a portfolio. I'm building my portfolio right now, I guess you could say, and I'd like to have 25% of that portfolio in silver, 25% of a portfolio in gold bullion, and then 50% of a portfolio in rare coins. And then I'd like to have some real estate property one day, and then of course stocks and bonds. And then I'd like to maybe have, I have a business now, but I'd like to maybe have another couple small businesses, nothing big, some small businesses. Businesses are more trouble sometimes than they're worth. And then I'd like to build up to this point. I'd really like to have some things that are creating passive income over here, and some things that are storing value here and possibly growing with value. So, that things that are paying dividends or interest or some sort of receivable every month, and then things that hold that value. So that's kind of my goal, and I kind of look at silver as a way to get to that point, because and gold, because I can put my money into silver and gold right now and hold on to it and stockpile it, and then one day just turn around and sell it all, even if spot hasn't shot through the moon. It's a great way for me to save money outside of a bank account. I can put it in here and let it set, and in 10 years when I'm ready to buy a property or do some things like that, I can take it and sell it off. And I don't know, I like saving money in savings accounts and all, and I definitely do that, don't get me wrong. That's very important too, but I also like how complicated this is to sort of cash out. It allows you to build up some value, and then if you decide you want to cash it out, as long as you've bought the right type of items, that's so important. As long as you buy the right type of items, close to spot as possible, you'll be in pretty decent shape if you decide you want to cash out earlier than 50 years or whenever spot goes up, if it ever does again, right? All right, so the next thing I got is I am working on a Franklin half collection, and I'll pull that out real quick as well. And I think next week I might do a full video on my entire coin collection again. It's been a long time, and instead of splitting it up into 4 parts, I'll probably just do like a 30-minute video where I just quickly like go over everything. But anyway, I have this Franklin BU set that I put together. It took me almost, I don't know, 6 months to a year to put this together. And I'm really happy with what I was able to achieve. And I decided, I love Franklin half dollars. I don't know what it is, but I think it's because my grandpa, believe it or not, has a huge glass container like this, or he did when I was a kid. And it had the bank that he worked at. It had their logo right here. And I'm not that close to my grandpa, but I love him to death. And my grandma, which I am close with, we go over to her house all the time, right? And as kids, we'd see this in their bedroom closet, which we weren't supposed to be in there anyway. We'd see this big jar full of money, full of coins, and one of the first coins, and we'd always go in there and take a few coins. We weren't supposed to, but hey, we're kids. And one of the first coins that I remember seeing is a Franklin half dollar. And for some reason, that image of that Franklin half dollar, that memory has stuck with me for all these years. And so I've always really been a big fan of Franklin half dollars. And so I'm happy to have a BU set. And I decided I was going to add the proofs to this set. So I have 1958, 1959, 1962, and 63. I have a 1960 in a Capital Plastics holder, one of these things. But I don't want to take it out of that holder because it's in there with the rest of the coins. So I ordered another 1960, and I didn't want to buy the whole proof set, so I just ordered the coin. So of course you pay a premium, because you guys, anytime you order just a proof coin by itself off eBay, you will pay a premium. It's better to buy a set than it is to buy really the coin. I mean, you can buy it really is. Just go online and look for yourself. Price out the set and then price out the proof. It's ridiculous, but I needed the 1960, so I bought this. I paid $14 or so for it. Kind of pricey. A little disappointed because of the thing in front of his forehead. What is that, like a milk spot or something? And I'm also disappointed with how this gentleman had it packaged. This is a pretty big company. It has a little bit of a cameo effect on it. And overall, it's nice. It doesn't have any fingerprints. So I think it's nice enough to go in my album. So then all I need, I think they made them, the 63s of last year. So then I'll need 61, and then all of these right here. Starts in 50, I think. So I'll need 50 through 57, and then one more here, and I'll be done. So I'll have a truly complete set of Franklin half dollars. So, but I'm really disappointed with the way this guy packaged this coin, and here's why. He sent it in this. He didn't staple it or anything, no tape. And both sides of this were open. You can see one corner is open here and the other corner is open. And so the coin wasn't even in a flip when I got it. A little irritating when you spend 15 bucks on a Franklin half dollar. Proof or no proof, it's, it's just ridiculous. Especially if it's a proof. So I'm going to put that in the album here shortly. I also decided to buy one of these 1/10 ounce gold tubes. So I don't have like a tremendous amount of gold. I'd like to get some more. And I'd like to really focus on, again, that 25, 50% plan. And so I'm working on the silver right now, which is easy to do, right? Silver's cheap. But I want to start really working more so on gold. And I don't know. I would love to own a bunch of 1 ounce gold coins. In fact, I could probably take my collection in and get a tremendous amount of 1 ounce gold coins right now, trading my rare coin collection in for gold bullion. But I don't want to do that. I like having a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's cool to make this an enjoyable thing that retains value and grows in value. So I don't want to go out and spend a bunch of money on a bunch of 1 ounce gold coins. That would take my entire budget up for the entire, every month, and it just would make it sort of unenjoyable. I'd get one coin to look at for the whole month, or 2 coins for the whole month, but not even that, 1 coin for the whole month, and it'd be like, couldn't do anything again until the next month. And yeah, you sacrifice, and then at the end of the year, you're like, wow, I've got 12 $12,000 plus in gold, but I don't know. This is more doable for me. This is a 1/10 ounce U.S. Mint tube that was designed for gold coins. This is what they come in. And I think this holds 60 of them, I think. I know that if this thing is full, it has a value of $8,000 to $9,000 in here, depending on what spot price is. So very excited about that. Each coin is $150. You can buy one a month or two a month, and it's not going to break the bank. So I like that, and it's going to be nice because you start buying one coin and then you add another and you add another. Before you know it, the tube's full. And that's exactly how it worked with my peace dollars and with this mason jar and with really my whole collection. You just buy a little at a time, and then before you know it, you're shaking the whole tube, and you couldn't be more proud of yourself. But I'm going to look at this as my car payment because, that's kind of an interesting way to look at it, actually. If you think about it, I need to get a new car, and I'd like to pay cash for that car. And that's kind of a cool, interesting way to look at it, is every month I'm going to make my car payment, and when this thing is full, I'll go out and cash it in and use the proceeds to buy a car, maybe, or just hold on to it. Hell, it's pretty cool. Or turn it into 1 ounce coins, right? 8 of them, that would be pretty neat. 9 of them, 7 of them. So that would be pretty neat. I don't know. And if I ever do cash a lot of this stuff out, I'm not going to take it to a coin shop unless spot prices have gone up substantially, or even to a smelter. I'm going to take this to I'm going to probably sell this privately to other individuals in the future, and because that's really honestly one of the better ways to go about it, unless spot rises tremendously. If you need to cash out early, selling it to private individuals. For the silver weight, you guys may or may not know this. Let me grab my big binder of coins here. Most of them being pennies and interesting pennies. But I am currently working on all these quarter proofs. I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon, a couple giveaways, so you guys stay tuned for that. But anyway, I am working right now on putting together a B roll of Franklin half dollars, and then a B roll of Kennedy halves. And you can see I still need quite a few Kennedy halves. I only need 10 Franklin half dollars. But I figured it would also be cool to do the same thing with Ike dollars. And so I am going to start working on that. And let's get this shot. This thing is so massive. And so I started ordering, if I can find them super cheap, and for silver weight, really. But I started ordering blue Ikes. And if you guys have ever seen a blue Ike before, I think I showed one off in my last video. But let me find a nicer one of these, because they're not all equal, that's for sure. But blue Ikes are 40% or 30. What is this? 40% silver, right? Yeah, 40%, because the war nickels are 35. So these are 40% silver dollars. And really nice one right there. They come with the Eisenhower token. But they're nice, big, juicy silver coins. They come with a certificate of authenticity. And what's cool about this is I'll be able to sell this in the future if I want for the sets. I'm going to leave them in these packaging. It's a mistake to take these out. You're going to get a better value in the future if you have the original government packaging. And so, which consists of this nice little card telling you about the coin, and then a little protector card. But I'm going to try to get a whole set of these, like a roll. Like if I was to take them out, 20 of them, I'd have 20 of them. So if I find them cheap, you can find these things really cheap. They don't contain that much silver. They contain about the same amount of silver as a Franklin half dollar or a Kennedy half, a 90%er. If I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, in the comments, but it'll be cool to have maybe this is all I get of these, and then I have one of the red Ikes coming, or the bicentennial set. I guess it's still a blue Ike, but I'm going to have maybe 5 of the red ones, so off 10 total maybe, and that's all I'll do. This is more of a fun thing again, and it's for silver weight. Silver weight, a cool thing to do. Like I said, I'll have a pretty damn cool coin collection if you ask me to sell one day. Tons of foreign coins, Franklin half dollars, and the album, the proofs, the roll of Ike's, Ike dollar set. So it's going to be kind of cool. Maybe one day when I retire and I've thought about this, maybe I'll open up a coin shop and sell this stuff off slowly, or go to coin shows if they still are around and sell them, or sell this out of my house. Or it'll be a cool pastime, in retirement, selling this stuff off and then blowing the money in my old age, doing fun, enjoyable things. So then this is the last thing. It is my goal to get every single silver dollar in the modern commemoratives program. I don't need the proof and the BU coin. I don't really care, to be honest with you, if I have the BU or the proof. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want the design. I want one design of each. Sorry, my legs are falling asleep. I want one design of every single silver dollar in the commemorative, modern day commemorative program. So, with that being said, I got this, and this is actually a really cool one. This is the Benjamin Franklin Commemorative Coin Program, and I think they did 2 silver dollars that year. And this is from 2006, and of course it came with a really nice box. And I've got a certificate of authenticity. Of course, it shows you the coin's composition and tells you a little bit about the coin. And tells you about the legislation and who designed the coin, and has the acting mint director signature and the composition of the coin. Then it comes in this really nice, I want to say that's blue. Kind of reminds me of what the Silver Eagle proofs for 2019, what their case looks like. But it has a really nice emblem like all the others. So modern day commemorative silver dollars. And then you open up the clamshell case here. And gosh, that looks so bad. I don't know why, but my hand, this knuckle here, it's just dry. The skin, I think it's my water here. The water is horrible where I live. I cannot wait, you guys, to get out of this rental place that I'm in. It sucks. The landlord, and I don't pay little money. I don't pay a lot of money, but I think $1,000 a month to live in a place is a lot of money if you ask me, to be renting from somebody. And I know that's kind of standard for a house, and this isn't even really a house. This is a shithole. But I tell you guys, for the amount of money that I pay here, it's actually a little less than that, but for the amount of, I've rented far better places with garages and big backyards. This has none of that. And it was just it was the nicest place I could find quickly. It's hard when you're moving from one state to another, because it's hard to find it, unless you take like 2 weeks off and go up to where you're moving to find a place. It's really hard to find a really nice place, affordable, in an area that you know and like. So this one was really decent. It was decent. Good, really nice. Not really nice, a good area. I'm ready to get out of here. I can't wait. The lease is up in November, and I'm going to try to move before then. The heat or the air conditioning doesn't work with Jack here. The landlord doesn't do anything to fix it. The neighbors are all kind of trashy. It's a nice area too. That's what I don't understand. I actually live in a really nice area, but the neighbors in this area, this community of rental properties, there's just trashy people that live around here, and it's just like nobody cares. Nobody wants to, take care of their yards or strive to do better. And I hate to see that. It seems like a lot of people have just resigned themselves this is where they could be up here, and they're accepting this as acceptable, and they're letting all that potential just go. And I see a lot of that. I don't see a whole lot of people out there, working on their yards or being classy. And maybe that's just gone from this neck of the woods or from society in general, but I think it's more the area that I'm in. I don't know. I'm from Kansas, you guys, and I'm not saying that people in Kansas are perfect by any means. There's a lot of trashy people there, for sure. But I guess being kind of from a rural part and growing up in rural communities, kind of being a small town kid, you didn't, I guess you just taught a little bit of a different ethic. And I don't know. I don't want to make this video political. I can just tell you there's a lot of trashy people in this area. And the unfortunate thing is, okay, so here is my little community that I live in. It's not apartments, it's actual homes. And when you, I guess if you want to call them that, and then when you leave the community, okay, like here's the driveway, it's really nice. It's nice all the way around it on all four sides, and inside the community, it's even nice when you pull in. And most of the houses are pretty decent, but the further you go in, the less maintained it is. And then you start looking at the people, and you start looking at their behavior and their actions when you're driving through every day. And just, I don't know. Again, I'm complaining. I'm supposed to be showing you coins here. Not talking about my ghetto neighbors. I will tell you this, though. To make this video extra long, since it's 36 minutes, hey, you're hardcore. You've watched me this whole time. The neighbors next door to me, they always keep their windows open at night, and I'm a night owl. They turn their kitchen lights off every time I come out of my house to go like to the gas station and get something to drink or run an errand, go to the post office or whatever, so they can watch me leave, and then they flip their lights on when I leave. I'm just weirdest people ever, I tell you guys. So let me show you this coin. Again, I got some crazy neighbors. So this is, they just seem more nosy than they are like interested in doing any harm to me or anything like that. I make it sound like I live in the hood. I live in sort of an area where it's really nice all around, but this community sucks. That sums it up. So this is a really cool coin. I actually like this. This has Ben Franklin, and you can see there he's in his boots, and he's got his hair blowing in the wind, and he's got that key on the kite. See the key hanging off there? And this is Ben Franklin, the scientist. This is supposed to commemorate a experiment that he proposed, but if I remember right, never conducted. They actually conducted an experiment in France where they tested this theory using a rod and a bottle, if I remember right. I don't actually think that he actually did this experiment with the kite. He just proposed it. But very, very cool coin. It shows that he was a scientist as well as a diplomat. And then you can see 1706 through 2006. And on the back, you've got a political cartoon that he drew up. And very, very cool. Real nice proof surface. And you can see it says join or die. And you got South Carolina, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, maybe Massachusetts. Hold on, let me see what this is. Oh, you got Vermont. You got Vermont, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and New Hampshire, maybe. Is that? What is NE? Is that NE? That's NE. Is that? I thought they would have done like NH. Maybe Northeast? I don't know. NE. I wonder what the NE stands. Not. Surely it's not New England? Maybe it's New England? It's not New York. It's not Nebraska. I don't even think he heard the words Nebraska before he passed away. But really cool political cartoon here. And it says join or die. And it says it's $1. Very cool coin. And there I just probably ruined it all over the place. Has a little bit of toning there, but that's okay. So I really like this. I've got a couple more commemoratives coming in, so I'm excited about that. This video has been super long. I cannot believe it's a 40-minute video, so hopefully I've been entertaining. And if I have not, thank you guys for being my therapist. I guess you guys listening to me rant about my neighbors and talk about my life. I hope that is interesting. It doesn't suck as much as I say. I'm just ready to move out of this hellhole. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll probably post the details about that soon. So take care, have a good night, be safe, and sleep soundly. Yeah, sleep soundly. Yeah, have a good night. Adios.